Welcome to the third part of discussion on pipe rack, piping and layout. Okay, in last part we have already discussed the operational maintenance and access requirement and how to decide the transverse elevation of the beams. Okay, in this part we'll try to start guidelines for placing the pipe lines on pipe rack. Okay, so let's start with the guidelines. If you see, this is a typical cross section of any pipe rack. Okay, we are in this picture we are having 1, 2, 3 and 4 tiers, and we are having one platform at top. Okay, this is a typical arrangement for pipe rack. So what are the basic things we need to take care? Spacing between lines should be as per line spacing chart. Okay, in first part of the video we have already discussed we have to take half body of flange, then insulation thickness, then half dia of the smaller line. Okay, so that is the basic criteria, but we have to follow our project specification for spacing chart to decide gap between lines which are placed on all the tiers. Then minimum line should be minimum line size should be 2 inch. Okay, this is the general practice, but maybe in some project they allow up to 1.5 inch, but this is the thumb rule. We start with 2 inch lines on the pipe rack. Process line to be located at bottom tier, because if worst scenario, if there is any leakage or something, then it should not fall on utility lines. So we try to keep all the process lines at bottom tier. Utility and flare lines to be located at top. Flare line is largest size, which is always at top section. All the utility lines below that. Okay, these are all the utility lines. Large line size should be located on edge of the pipe rack to reduce bending stress. Okay, if a large line is located in this part, this will be more stable design. If we are placing all the large lines in between, this will be a very bad design. Civil will design that also, but that will be not a good design. Then cold insulated line should not be adjacent to the hot lines. Okay, as we have located large size at corner of the rack, same way we have to separate cold insulated lines from hot insulated lines. Flare header to be placed at edge of the top tier on KOD side. Okay, suppose KOD is located here, we have to place all this pipe on the edge of this pipe rack, so that if we are placing this line here, then this will be a flat turn here, so it will be blocking all the space on top tier of the rack. So we try to place it on the edge towards this KOD. Elevation difference to be provided when changing direction of the line. If you see here, now the lines are taking turn. Okay, then we have to go for elevation change. Why? Because by changing the elevation we can always change the sequence of line. Whatever is the requirement here, we can go with that. Okay, that is possible only if we change the elevation. Future space as per project specification to be provided. In any project, in all the project specification, it will be mentioned what kind of future space is required. Same will be planned and provided in the pipe rack. Okay, if you see, here is a future space in between on all the tiers. Small bore tapping should be adjacent to the column. Okay, if we are having few small bore tapping, it should be adjacent to this column, so that we can plan the tappings, we can plan the supporting from these beams. Okay, so this is a very good practice to route all the lines near the vertical column. Same way, control station, steam manifold, instrument air manifold, steam trap assemblies, utility station analyzer, all these things we are locating here. Okay, it is better if we locate all these things near the column, so that we can always plan supporting from these columns. Okay, that is a basic thumb rule. Electrical instrument cable trays to be located on top tier. Okay, below over the utility lines tier, we are having a one separate tier in most of the pipe racks for electrical and instrument cable tray. Driplex according to the project specification. We have to model these kind of driplex in most of the project where steam header is there. Then this, if you see, this is a very wrong practice. Why? Because this is horizontal and it is very near to the column. Okay, this should be away and this should be vertical, so that there is no choking and there is no clashing while the expansion of the line. Location of diplex should be such that in hot condition it does not clash with the supporting beam. It should not clash with the beam, and drain should be vertical to avoid choking. Okay, So these were the few of the guidelines for placing lines on the pipe rack. In next part, we'll try to understand what kind of different battery limit configurations are available. Okay, so see you in the next part.